Igirisu kon bamwa, nip bonkon bamwa. Konya sa kaichi bano senshu. Homete haji memas, kokode. Kojin sogo, lokolen pano. King medaru tote. Kanzen na idaisa. Gakoningstai ni honjintes. Uchimura kohei sama.
This is the man people have come to see.
That is phenomenal. That was unbelievable. A real mark of a man in control. He's the one they all will want to beat. That was incredible.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Fantastic way to win a gold medal.
Everyone's on their feet.
He's hidden in history books.
For the 5th time, world champion.
A superstar gymnast that the world will never forget.
6 in a row indeed, my word. What a night it could be. And joining me to witness this potential greatness is Great Britain's first and only world champion, Beth Tweddle, and current British gymnast and world all-around silver medalist, Dan Keatings. Welcome to you both. So we have to start by talking about Kohei Uchimura. And, I mean, the longevity, the length of time that this man has been at the top of the all-around gymnastics, and I think that's the impressive thing, don't you, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, he was amazing to do a whole kind of period in the last cycle where he won everything, and now he's going for another one, which is unbelievable. It's unheard of, and to last in the all-round for that long, I can't quite grasp how he's managed to do that and stay at that level.
Yeah, because I mean that is the key with the competition this evening, Beth. It's not just specialising on one piece; it's being the all-round gymnast.
Yeah, it's having that mental strength to be able to do one piece, and then there's usually quite a break before you get the next piece. So it's how do you control your nerves? How do you steady yourself? Do you let yourself just relax completely, or do you let yourself come back up? And every individual gymnast out on that floor tonight will do it in a very different way.
Well, somebody who knows exactly how to do it is you, Dan, because back in 2009 we can see from this table here that you got silver just behind Uchimura, and really since then Uchimura has just been at the top of his game. We can see Max Whitlock there in silver medal last year as well, but the key then to the all-around is, as far as you're concerned,
Consistency. I think if you can get kind of a decent start score across all 6 pieces of apparatus, you're in with a shout, and as long as you can kind of hit those routines over 6 pieces, you're going to be up there.
Okay, well, we're going to be watching the top 24 gymnasts this evening from a qualification competition that happened at the start of the week. And we have 2 British gymnasts here, Dan Purvis and Max Whitlock, who you saw taking the silver last year. Now, the thing is, if Max can equal what he did in the team competition and score over 90, then he is going to be very, very difficult to beat, including from Uchimura. Well, David McDade caught up with Max in the run-up to this World Championships.
At the beginning of the year, not using an excuse, but I wasn't 100% fit. I had glandular fever. The first stage was the toughest because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know why I was struggling with my routines. It didn't go to plan, but I took the positives out of it, rested up, and actually made me more motivated and itching to get back in the gym.
And how are you now?
I feel good now. Yeah, I feel all right. The competitions that I've done now, I'm very happy with. I scored my personal best in the London Open, so that gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah, tell us about that personal best.
Yeah, it was my first competition back, so for myself I wanted to do a good job. I'm happy I got 91.6 all round, and you know, my target for this year is aiming around that 91 mark, and you know, I pulled off some good routines and I'm over the moon. Hopefully I can prove myself at this year's Worlds as well, but at the end of the day I'm just looking forward to the experience. Going back to the same arena that we competed in Glasgow would be amazing.
It's some competition, the all-round, isn't it?
You know, the all-round is so open. There's about 10 to 15 gymnasts that are all up there, and it's just whoever does the job on the day. Everyone is so close, and it's just 3 places are up for grabs.
Who are the people that you're going to have to better to get a medal? You've got that man Uchimura, don't you?
Kohei Uchimura has always been my idol for many years now. He inspires me and motivates me. He is the best gymnast in the world, pretty much. You know, he's bagged his 5th world title in a row. This year he'll be going for his 6th, and you know, he's brilliant, really.
What a performance there. Max Whitlock, silver medal.
When you know that you've done it before, at least you've got the silver before last year, can you be in and around the podium?
I hope so. I mean, I obviously try and aim for that. I try not to think about it too much. All I think about is my job. But hopefully I've got the potential to do it, and if I get my target score, if I do clean routines, then hopefully results can come.
Dan, I'm sure you'll agree, tonight it's going to be a battle of composure, really, and who can keep their calm.
Yeah, definitely. I think if they can keep calm, if Max can keep calm and stay on them 6 pieces of apparatus, he's going to be in with a shout at the medals.
Well, let's have a quick whip through some of the apparatus that he did it in the team final here.
So this is his best piece of apparatus, the pommel horse. If he can hit a clean routine on that, he's going to be up near the 16 mark, which would be an awesome start for him.
That's where he's starting, yeah.
This is the rings. This is his weakest event, but he's managed to up it a little bit this year, so hopefully he can come out with a decent enough score and keep the confidence going. Vault, this is his triple twist. He's had this for about a year now, and it is actually one of the highest start scores in the world on vault at the moment. P-bars is one of his most consistent pieces. He usually consistently scores around the 15 mark, so that we want to set him up going into the high bar. And then on the floor, as we've seen in the team final, he's solid and he's got a huge start. So if he can hit it like he did in the team final, he's going to come out with a massive score, and hopefully that will finish off the competition nicely for him.
Well, really, Max's qualification didn't go 100% to plan, but he's ended up in a group where his order, I think, works really well for Max, don't you, Beth?
It does. He starts on pommel, which is the piece that he's renowned for, and it may settle his nerves. If he goes in, gets a great start, he'll be feeling confident, and then he can end on floor, which is it's what they did in the team final, and he knows that he can handle that pressure if he's got a score to score.
And he'll end up with rings as his second piece, so he's still got plenty of strength there. We're just going to have a look back to 2009 now, Dan, and have a look at you. This is you on floor. What do you remember here? Because this was in London.
Yeah, I remember being really nervous. This was my first piece. I think I actually stepped out of bounds twice.
Right.
But I got a huge score on pommel. I think it was around 15.6, 15.7, and I made up for the mistake I made in qualifications where I fell on my dismount.
Well, we have to talk about your teammate, Dan Purvis, as well, who has qualified for this all-around competition in third. Now, he won the bronze medal at the all-around at the European Championships. And the thing is, he is a rock of the British team, and tonight he has a real chance to make an individual mark at these World Championships. David McDade had a word with him.
The World Championships are normally pretty good, you know. I've been outside the medals a few times, but it's still great to go just to get in the finals at a World Championships. Yeah, I feel confident in my routines.
You finished third in qualifying in the all-around. That must give you great sort of belief going into the final.
It does, yeah. I've done quite a lot of all-round events in my career. You know, I've managed European all-round medals, but I've never had a world medal all-round, and you know that's always been a aim of mine. Who knows, you know, if it's possible or not, but to actually have qualified in third, you know, it's already a great achievement for myself, and I just want to hit my routines as well as I can, and we'll see what happens. But you know, I'd obviously love to get on that medal position, but you know, Max Whitlock, he's second in the world, and you know, he's an incredible performer, and it would be amazing to go around with him. And yeah, I just want to enjoy every minute of it.
The thing about you is that you're so reliable. It must be really difficult to maintain such consistency over 6 apparatus.
It is, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I have my up and downs in the training. You know, a lot of times it doesn't go well. I guess that's the same with every athlete. But yeah, fortunately at a big major, you know, I have been able to pull it out. I'm not too sure why that is, but you know, I'm just so happy to be able to do that.
Well, Dan has qualified, so in that top 8 of gymnasts qualifying with the 3rd highest place. How do you think that will affect his competition, Beth, being with the big guns and Max being in a completely different group?
I think Dan's got enough experience not to worry about not being in the same group as Max. He'll get on with his job. He's got his personal coach down on the floor with him. And Dan is very much a gymnast that he competes in his own world. So to be honest, I don't think it would really affect him who he was going around with.
Well, let's have a look at some of the other contenders here. Let's talk about Vanayev. He is the current all-around European champion.
Yeah, he is, and he seems to do every competition under the sun. So
yes,
he has a lot of competition experience, but we have seen him in many major championships make small, uncharacteristic errors. So we'll just have to see how he starts tonight on the floor.
Okay, and Deng Shudi, the Chinese gymnast, we know that China was so close to getting a medal yesterday in the women's all-around competition.
Yeah, definitely. So he's going to be trying to go out there and pick up a medal today to try and get them on the medal board for China in the all-round. And he's got massive start scores. I mean, probably one of the biggest start scores all around in the competition. So if he hits 6 for 6, he's going to be up there.
Okay, and also there's a gymnast on the scene from Cuba who seems to be, he's created quite a bit of noise, hasn't he? This is La Duet.
It is. It's his first major international, and he's kind of crept onto the scene. No one really knew what he was capable of, and finished well up the ranks in qualification. So in the training gyms, everyone's been muttering, "Who is this? Where's he come from?"
Yes.
And he is still very young. I think he's about 19, 20.
And we know that from previous competition here that he's qualified for the test event for Rio. So, you know, it could be good timing for him, Dan, at 19 years old now.
No, definitely. Nobody's ever heard of him, and he's come on the scene and he's hitting huge scores. I mean, I think if he goes clean, he's going to be up near the 90 mark, 91 even possibly. So he's definitely a name to look out for.
Just one final word on Uchimura. Do you think he's going to play it safe tonight, or do you think we'll see the flair that we are used to seeing from Uchimura? Bearing in mind that he pinged off, didn't he, on Ibar in the team final?
I think he wouldn't be Uchimura if he didn't go for it. I think if he played safe, you know, that would be him doubting himself. I think he's going to go out there, go for everything, and try and get that 6th gold medal.
What do you think we're going to experience tonight, Beth?
I really hope we do obviously see that historic moment. He's such an idol for so many gymnasts. Even Max really looks up to Uchimura, so for him to be on the podium with him would be a massive thing again.
Well, listen, we're going to stop talking now. We're going to get straight down to the action. The competition's been going on for a little while. This is where the gymnasts started. So Group 1, the top 8 qualifiers there, they started on floor. Uchimura's there. Dan Purvis is in that group as well. Group 2, Max is on pommel horse there, 15-7 in the team final. He'll be looking to get up near the 16s. The third group are over on rings. Keep an eye on Kuksenkov and also Wittenberg, a great piece for him to start off with. In the fourth group, they are starting on vault. So we will now hand over to Mitch Fenner and Christine Still in the commentary box.
On the honour of starting this men's all-round final here at the World Championships goes to Deng Shudi from China.
One of the group of gymnasts with huge difficulty. You saw that 3.5 twists, immediately punched into a straight front somersault. Another super difficult full twist, immediate 2.5. So aware of how much twisting he's doing. Breaks out of the first tumble. Exactly the right time to punch the floor for the second, and this is beautiful work as well. Shows a really good body line in all his work. Very well controlled, legs locked together in the twists. Big full twisting double back. Shows his ability to do multiple rotations as well as twists. Must hold this. Gets the 2-second hold. Just needs this big tumble to start him off really well, and he does. Very good triple twist to finish. That was a measure of control there, Mitch.
Super start.
There was the 1.5 twist, 1 3/4 somersaults to roll out.
15.133, not bad at all for starters. Donald Leva, very, very talented all-round gymnast. What's he got in the locker?
Oh, well, he was a bit short. Very big, ambitious tumble. Double straight with 2 twists. But the hands went down, and that's a big deduction. Controlled that second tumble well. Double Arabian, he's just having little stutters on most of the landings, and that's where the marks go.
A little bit off the boil, I think.
He was impressive in team final, but there you've got to show complete balance and mastery. Every landing to be with control. The rollout was good. Whip into all very good. Whip 2.5, punch front, good combinations. Looks a little more settled now as he builds up to this final pass. It's going to be big. Double straight, much better finish than start.
Recovered well. Unsettled, Neva, but he's got 5 more apparatus. You see there, that was very expensive. Andrew 13.733, little dent in his ambition.
And now the person we've all been waiting to see, Max Whitlock from Great Britain.
He has a marvellous routine in the locker. Can he bring it out here? Good, solid start. Nice rhythm in the flop combinations. The second of those, nicely negotiated. Keeps the rhythm and picks up beauty. Spindle, no problem. There's the Magyar travel, he'll come back in the Zavano. Nice through the Rougi. Into the triple Russian, that's a lovely combination. Dismount, he has to go through smoothly, and he did. That was a fabulous start for Max Whitlock. Superstar.
Well done, Max, just what everybody wanted.
Super rhythm in that dismount. Clean handstand. Max Whitlock, 16.1. Stuff of dreams. Great start. Daniel Purvis. Qualified very well. Here he is on floor.
Double twisting, double back. So beautifully performed. A little stutter before the jump, but that was well-controlled tumbling. Oh, really came out of that double front with such conviction. Lovely building of difficulty here. So important to have a difficult routine, but one that you can manage with control as well. Dan has really good lines, good extension through his work. And a little bit of originality, stands up with the legs dead straight. Now, he really nailed this for the team in qualification. I think it's such a hard finish. Whip into double Arabian, and he nails it again. What a fantastic start for Dan Purvis.
Well, what a score. 15.166 for Dan Purvis.
Oleg Vernayev, European champion, comes to the floor.
Very sharp, very quick. Beautiful, and the 1.5 twisting, 1 3/4 rollout. Clean and light. Yes, nicely done. 3.5 twist into full twist. Smooth. Makes it look so easy. Twisting combinations, they really build the bonus, but you have to hit them. Oh, and that foot out. Undercut in the flare. Just that one error so far. Light touch, link into the corner. twist, slightly low out of that. And a triple twist to wrap it up. Not tiny errors, but light and quick. He means business. Two and a half twists, but there you see the foot tag. 14.975 for Ganaev.
Kohai Uchimura, you can see there, defending world champion. This first apparatus so important.
What would he choose? He's got so much in stock. Lovely start. 3.5 into 1.5. How good is that? Full twist. Well, I lost count on the twist afterwards, but very impressive. This is so clean, so efficient. Shrug of the shoulders, under control and composure. Double, double. Look at that extension. That's the triple Russian. Moving around the floor area with such consummate control. One is recorded rollout in the top position. And look at this for composure. Gathering through the flick. Nice triple twist to finish. Characteristic landing, just a little shuffle back. Lovely tumbler, he's got so much to choose from. Double twist out of the twisting skill backward. .733. What a start. Max Whitlock on top of the pile at the moment. Kohei Uchimura behind him. And Donal Wittenberg, the reserve in, is in third.
Max Whitlock comes to the rings.
Not his strongest apparatus, so he really needs to be accurate in all the strength parts. Good start in the support planche. Making sure of these static positions. Good handstand, so a safe start for Max Whitlock. Double front in the two positions, and just he has to nail that position first time. You can't adjust it. Gonna swing on, he'll wait for it to come back. There it is. Double back through the rings. Well, he nailed the dismount, but there were little problems in the whole parts. He'll be glad to get that one behind him. .516. That's his hard apparatus out of the way for Max Whitlock.
So Daniel Purvis started with a good floor. What can he show us on pommel?
Almost made contact there with the horse, but he's into the swing, got the rhythm going. Nice combination here on the one handle, keeping the rhythm. This is good. Tiny flicker of the legs apart there. And again there, but this is going well. Triple Russian, picks up to treble. That's Magyar. That's Mr. Savado coming back. Tiny flutters of form, but he's safely through. He'll be delighted with that. Good, solid first two apparatus for Dan Purvis. travels back and forward along the horse. So difficult when first introduced. And there's the dismount. Well done. Safely through. .14.666. He'll take that.
Oleg Vanayev of the Ukraine had a really good year so far. He'd love to crown it with this title.
This is the apparatus that brings him the biggest challenge. Must be consistent. First handstand out of the way, nice leg separation. Second handstand short. Won't get the value and it'll be a deduction. There's the Buzhnari. Mustn't use strength. Rescues the swing. Triple Russian between the handles. Good swinging. Quick through the Russian on one handle. That's good work now, but it flutters at the start. Magyar. Zivado. Go up to that handle, into the handstand shape. Lost the rhythm. Come on. There'll be no dismount and a big, big deduction. Once again, Pommels might have proven his nemesis. Travelling. Okay in some parts, but he did lose some rhythm, and here there'll be no dismount granted. Massive deduction. Vanayev, very costly, 13.566.
Kohei Uchimura, a look of total concentration.
Lovely and clean into the handstand. Not fully extended circles, but they're clean and they're very, very efficient. Look at this. Beautiful rhythm on one handle. Very difficult to create. G into the Russian. Travelling up and travelling back. A stock combination these days. Oh, and he hops across the horse into that. I love the way he does that. Great stuff. Uchimura still on song. Uchimura posts a 15.1 on pommel horse.
Deng Shudi of China, all that time ago, we watched his floor.
Took a long time to focus. Again, that lovely extended shape in the sweep. Lovely giant travel across the length of the horse. Thumped into it there, that'll be 3/10. Oh, and a hesitation there. A couple of faults following each other and one for that, because there was a clear hesitation. Listen to the thump as you make sure of the hand position. Nicely through the travels. This will be the transition of the dismount. Holds the handstand shape. Good and efficient without being spectacular.
So we're getting ready to rotate these gymnasts around.
Swing, nice shape. Well, this was particularly tidy the way he finished the routine. Little flourish, good handstand. Deng Shudi, he scores 14.4 for pommel horse, where marks are hard to come by.
Nikolai Kozenkov of Russia to the vault. Good stride pattern, big round off, all 2.5 twists, very well controlled. Really stylish, well-taught gymnast. Blocks off the top, wraps in just a little bit. He really didn't meet the floor well. The floor hit him, and that's what caused the step.
Kutsenkov, 14.866. Steady work so far. Uchimura edges in front of Max Whitlock. Daniel Wittenberg still in third place. Daniel Purvis in fourth, Kutsenkov in fifth. Mark Durlow, well, he's moved up to 12th from 19th. Good job there. Ganayev down in 16th. One of the challengers for this title. Daniel Lever, nightmare of a start for him, in 23rd position after 2. In second place so far after 2, Max Whitlock goes to vault.
And Max has a hugely difficult vault. Needs all the power, all the height. 3 twists and a bit of a stutter back, but he controlled it. Right round on the twists. He launches himself into the air, puts the 3 twists in, but just doesn't quite hold the shape for landing.
Score for Max Whitlock, 15.
To the rings, Daniel Purvis, third apparatus.
We know from the comments that the judges are so keen on strength positions being held precisely and for long enough. And those two were. Lovely control in the circle to cross. Good start for Dan Purvis. Two doubles. Into the controlled straddle punch. Now, so far, so very good. Times the bail perfectly. Lovely giant. The wind-up. Double, just a tiny shuffle. Good, solid rings from Dan Purvis. Daniel Purvis, 14.466. Good, consistent scoring. Another look at the talented Manrik Laduet.
Now, he had some problems on vault in qualifying, but he's hugely powerful. Wow, what a vault that was! Launched in the air, 2.5 twists. Fantastic vaulting. Difficulty score of 6. Really impressive stuff.
Now do it. That's a very good score. 15.433. Super vaulting.
Uchimura comes to the rings. He's looked absolute perfection so far.
What a gymnast he is. Beautiful into the Maltese. Lifts the head to show control. Good circle to cross. The head will go up. There it is. Mastery so far. So difficult. Giant into inverted cross. That time to handstand. Double pike, the Yonason, double tuck, the Yamawaki. There's your cross. Giant to handstand. Here's the wind-up. Quite a nice little dismount. Once again, a double-double. Glue on his feet. Very nice score, 14.933 for Kohei Uchimura. Nikolai Kutsenkov, Russia. Parallel bars, one of the most improved apparatus in these championships.
Yes, we've seen a huge number of really controlled routines, and that was lovely work. The immediate somersault. Difficult turn there, up into the handstand. Lovely full turn on one arm while swinging, and a beautifully high straddled front somersault. Control in the handstand, then dynamically into the next element. But I think that was possibly an error. I expect he intended to go onto one rail, but he's covered it well. Up into the double front with half turn. Very difficult dismount.
$15.033 for Nikolai Kutsenkov.
Deng Shudi from China. Really experienced rings worker. Very powerful gymnast.
Making absolutely sure the Dow's in the right position. Hip into cross L. Nicely into the Maltese. Good strong combination to begin. Uprise into Maltese. You can use the same move as long as the way in varies. Jonasson, Homma to cross. Beautifully done. Uprise into straddle punch. You must hold the first position you hit. And you can see a little adjustment there in the giant. Lovely. The O'Neill. Double rotation through the rings backwards. Good giant. Passes through handstand, sets up a double-double straight. Good dismount, good routine from Shudi. Score for Deng Shudi, 14.533. Now, Gutenberg, he's got huge shoulders for these parallel bars, but he swings quite remarkably.
It's almost a different type of parallel bar work. Just easy swinging. Good control on the one rail. Very difficult, the handstand with the hands parallel. Lovely. Tight double tuck back somersault. And look at the height on the front somersault. No problem with seeing the landing. And somersault with half turn to turn yourself round. And another, that time from the long swing. Comes up, big double front, half turn. Really good spatial awareness. That was a fab routine.
Now Wittenberg, look at that score, 15.633. Great P-bar work. Uchimura stays out in front. Donal Wittenberg, fabulous P-bars to put him into second. Mats Winlock in third. And the young Cuban, La Duette, in fourth at this moment. Dan Purvis in sixth position. Oleg Vanayev on vault. On his way back. In ninth at the moment.
Such a slight, light gymnast, but hugely powerful as well. Big double front with half turn. What a fantastic vault for such a slight guy. Called a Dragulescu after Marian Dragulescu, the first guy to perform it, but that was very, very good indeed. Pumps up into the air, 2.5 somersaults, turns the last half so he can see the landing. Scored out of 6. So he pulls the knees apart to get in really tight. And that will be a bit of a deduction from the judges, as will that step back. But there's not much else to take off.
Nayev, a very healthy 15.3. Uchimura, characteristic lineup. He took an age to focus. I wouldn't mind betting, we'll see why in a few seconds. Half turn on, 2.5 twists off. Beautiful work, super vault. He's quite pleased with that. Look at this, half turn, 2.5 twists, bangs it round. Well on his way. Katsuma Kaya.
Well, Uchimura is absolutely on form. We're seeing all of that calmness that we predicted, Dan, and his competition so far is going absolutely textbook. There's his score at 15.633, which bizarrely is exactly what he scored in qualification. And what a competition this lad is having. Daniel Wittenberg, I mean, he fell on vault, but he's still up there, very much in medal contention. And he qualified in 31st place. He didn't expect to even be in this final. I mean, he is having the competition of his life. So we'll hand down to Mitch Fenner and Christine still in the commentary box. We are live.
Daniel Wittenberg, USA, to the high bar.
In second he was going into this round. Big wind-up. Cassini caught late, but he caught safely. Full turn over the top. Crossed. A little bit late in that Rebelco. The judges will be sharp on this. But he's going through. Squat full, again late, and this will be expensive. Okay through the Yamawaki, so keeping his cool, in control of this apparatus, just enough, I think. Again, late. They will cane him for this. Here's the wind-up. He must stick it. Double-double. He needed that because there were errors in the routine. Clear deductions. Now Wittenberg. Score for Katsuma Kaya, 14.933 on parallel bars.
Next up on the parallel bars, representing Cuba, please welcome Oleg Vanayev.
Very clean opening for La Duette. performing beautifully this championships. Needs to hold his concentration. The Healy turn. Very good work. He looks really in command. Smooth and swings the tippelt up to handstand. Lovely half turn. Double front, half turn. Fabulous work. Really, the question mark has been whether he can hold his concentration. Well, he is so far.
Exciting young talent from Cuba. Aye. Oh, it's turning out very... Oh, aye. Turning out to be a bit of a surprise, but look at that score. He's piling them in.
6 for Wittenberg.
That's his weakest apparatus.
Yeah, it's sort of matching what happened to him in qualification there, but yeah, like we were saying, I mean, 31st, and to be here, he certainly didn't expect it. Kuksenkov opts to get himself up onto the high bar.
Here's the wind. He's going over the top. Very nice in the straight body, Kovac. That was with the full turn after Coleman. The Rebelko. Nicely done from the Stauder. Kachev half turn, but he must get out of it cleanly. Tiny bit of adjustment with the shoulder angle, but he's back on song, in control. Zenkov. Yamawaki. Nicely through the full turn. Big wind up. Now the dismount, you've got a decent score. Oh. That's a good routine from Kuksenkov.
Well, Kuksenkov was in 5th going into this piece of apparatus. So, you know, going for every single 10th there, he got a lot of the moves in that kind of zone between 5-2 and 5 pass that you're aiming for, all of his twists.
Yes, he was accurate and brave too. A couple of good releases in the Kovac group. He sorely needed that.
Well, 14.9 puts him up to 3rd. Arduet, he's going to be in the parallel bars final, and with scores like that, there's no surprise. 15.733, moving up the field rapidly.
One of these days, this young man is going to hit. Today, I don't think.
Belyavsky in 10th at the moment.
Oh, and a little waver, but brought it under control. Tiny bit bent legs on the straddle position. Lots of height and flight, but you have to keep your legs tight as well. And a little flicker of bent knees on the somersault then. They're all tiny deductions that the judges make. That's where they take them off the execution score. That was better. And he'll smoothly lift into handstand. Legs locked together nicely. Settles well. Up, double front, half turn. Oh. Being quite a favoured dismount, this, for many of the gymnasts. Lovely work.
Such a beautiful flow, and his execution score, I'm sure, will be very, very high. He got a silver at the Europeans on parallel bars last year. And glad to see things are going his way at this stage in the competition. He hasn't had much fun in the previous pieces of apparatus.
Very talented, very clean.
Then Chudi was in 8th.
Oh yes, nicely done. Spins his way around. Triple twist. He'll get 3 credited for that. Absolutely around.
And it is quite a high-scoring piece of apparatus, this, Chris. I mean, we can see these gymnasts in this top group sort of... I know a lot of them have fallen away, but the others will really build their score.
Yes, they will do. And they have a little more luck with being consistent on the twisting vaults. And you saw he took the half turn on and then wrapped him for the triple twist. There'll be a deduction for not being dead on the red line down the middle.
15.3 for Deng Shudi. Moves him up to 4th. Great Britain's Daniel Purvis, 6th place. To nail this. Come on, Dan.
Very good in the control area. Oh, lovely 2.5. Just a little pace forwards. That was very good vaulting.
That'll do. He'll certainly take that on vault.
He's having a good, solid, steady competition. Absolutely.
2 pieces left for Dan.
Consistent all the way through.
See the flip on. He's technically very good. Straight arms, wraps these twists in, and by the time he joins his feet here, he is 1 foot either side of that red line. Very good work.
Great all-around competition Dan is having. That's a 14.9. Well done, Dan. He's on his way back up. As will be this man, Belyavsky. 15.3, 6.6. Pops him into 9th. Edging ever closer. Pablo Brega from Switzerland. He's quite handy. He scores a 15.133. It's an interesting start, this.
Yeah, it's difficult to work with straight arms. The judges look for that from that overgrip. Nice and smooth through the tip out. Nice in the healing. That's the full spin forwards. This will be a Honda. Somersault cuts. Oh, nicely done. Very smoothly joined. Moi. Solid handstand, making sure that position. There's a diameter off the spool pin backwards, and another one. This time with an extra turn. And a double putt. That was a nice, smooth, rhythmical routine.
Everything you want to see from parallel bars. Cracking dismount. We are seeing some very good dismounts, aren't we? In today's all-around final.
Absolutely. And this apparatus is one of the most improved that we've seen at this World Championships. Parallel bars.
What do you put that down to, Mitch?
I don't know. It used to be a weakness for the Brits. It was a weakness for the Dutch that I work with, and we've since focused a lot. And so has the world.
Well, talking of the Dutch, here's Bart Durlo, one of your gymnasts. Let's have the inside track on him.
Well, my bar's one of his favourites. He's got some big releases. First one coming up is the Casino. If he gets this, he'll be through. Oh, he did. And you can set your watch by this. Nice Kovac from it. One more big release to come. Here it is. Put the full turn in. He's survived it. So, good work from Bart Durlo. Full turn into the Yamawaki. Swinging well. Just keep your rhythm, young man. He can nail this, and he needs to. And he does almost.
Well done, Bart. You've got one happy coach sat next to me.
He's got good discipline on this apparatus. If he hits the first, you know he's going to go through on releases, and he's got a pretty reliable dismount. Shame about that adjustment there. But well done, Bart.
(14.966). No appeal from Mitch?
No, I'm happy with that.
Brega, a 15.3. He's in 12th, moves up slightly. Join Arthur Mariano from Brazil. What a competition the Brazilians had, didn't they, in qualifying to get to Rio, full team.
Yes, they were absolutely delighted and really probably one of the surprise teams. And this very clean, good work was one of the reasons why. Good rhythm, lovely straight legs, smooth. Just a little dip there on the way up to handstand, but covered it very well. That was really nice. Peaked at the top of the move. The move finished at its maximum. Another handstand with lovely control. And immediately double pike, and that was one of the best dismounts we've seen.
And shades of the British team 5 years ago, I think, with Brazil.
Absolutely. They are on the up. They're determined on their home territory at the Olympics to give a good show, and they've got the depth to do it now.
They have, because interestingly, they've lost a couple of their key players. Their best gymnasts got injured here in Glasgow at the end of last year, and they're still coming back strong.
Lovely. That's the Babsar, which is a tip out plus. Good parallel bar work.
I like this dismount so much because he finished with his chest right up. He didn't finish once the feet landed. He continued the rotation.
Very good work. Parallel bars was a challenge to continue our conversation, and it was a challenge that everyone had to meet. So much potential as an apparatus.
Wittenberg currently in the silver medal position spot. My mistake, he was going into this piece of apparatus, but at the moment he's dropped off down into 5th. He put in an inquiry which would have been to do with the difficulty of his routine, but it's been rejected.
It could only be to do with the difficulty, of course, but it's not his weakest apparatus.
Yes, you're only allowed to make an inquiry against the difficulty score. You can't make an inquiry against the execution. And sometimes the judges will have another look and decide they should have credited something more.
As it stands, Kohei Uchimura ahead of the field. That's the Cuban gymnast, La Duet, that we've talked about. We mentioned him at the start of the programme, and there he is sitting pretty in 2nd. Kuksenkov in 3rd. Deng Shudi. Max Whitlock is still to go, and he's just chalking up the parallel bars in front of Uchimura. Just remaining so focused. He got that team title that he so wanted, and now it's time to focus on his individual effort. This man will be thinking very similar thoughts. It's 15.783 behind Uchimura at this stage. What a competition La Duet is having. 2 more pieces of apparatus to go. Kuksenkov was there or thereabouts. Could this be his year for a world all-around medal?
Lovely, isn't it? Super.
Well, we're just waiting for a score to come in at the moment. Because of that, Max is having to just wait, so he's just keeping calm and chalking up the parallel bars, making sure that everything's absolutely right. But to be honest, you don't want to wait too long.
Absolutely. There's always that little extra bit of tacking you can put on the bars, that extra bit of chalk. And there's only so much you can do to occupy this time. Difficult time to wait.
You notice that Max has a bag of his own chalk that he brings from his own gym.
Oh yes, he's very precise with everything, Max, and everything It's got its place and need.
Well, Mariano's score, I think, is about to be posted. There it is. It's a 14.8. Very good score for parallel bars. And that releases the parallel bars for Max Whitlock. Here he is with his 4th piece of apparatus in this men's all-round world final.
First peach, very accurate. Nice double knees pressed together. Secure in the handstand. Sets up the double to keep the swing. It's rhythmical and it's smooth. Good, safe combination. Cuts to handstand. Not adjusting his hands. First time accurate. This is good. Uprise. Big salto. Keeping that rhythm. That's the thing about this routine. There you go. Healy. Out to one rail in the Vilisevic. Good style, good form. Just shave the chalk on the top of that wood. And here he is with a nailed dismount. That is a fantastic effort. He's going to be close to that score.
Well done, Max. Well, he needs just over 15 to go up into second, but he's doing the job for Great Britain at the moment.
He certainly is. He's greeted by his coach Scott Hann as he comes off the podium. Well, he looks good, he looks relaxed. That was as good a routine I've seen for a long time from Max.
Lovely rhythm all the way through. Look at the style and form and the kick out. Good rhythm, good control. Classic parallel bar work. You look for smooth swing, held handstands, and risky combinations. He produced something very, very special. And this dismount, well, finds his way around. Look at the style on the legs there. Cocks his toes ready for the landing and nails it.
Well, over 15.783 would be a golden score as it stands on the 4th piece.
He's not going to be far away, you know. They're having a nice day. Oh, come on, he said. Good old Scott. Does a great job.
And even Dan Purvis is on his feet.
It shows it can oh, it's amazing.
Well, the thing was, because we were waiting for the gymnast score to come in, everybody was watching. He gets a 15-1.
A little bit disappointed with that I suppose, but I thought it would be worth more than that. It was clean, it was difficult. But he's composed, isn't he?
Well, he has high bar and floor to go. And if you were watching the men's team final, goodness me, what a floor routine Max did. So here are the standings then. After 4 pieces, Uchimura leads ahead of Max Whitlock in silver at the moment. La Duette, he's currently in bronze medal position with Kutsenkov in 4th. Deng Shudi, you can see Dan Purvis in 7th. Still, Dernell Wittenberg still in and amongst it, Mitch.
He is, and he's got through his worst apparatus, high bar. But what a series he had before that.
Bart Durlo from the Netherlands in 17th, and Dernell Levre, I mean, he's still way down the field there in 22nd. So 2 more pieces to go in this men's all-around final. Let's have a word with Dan Keatings and Beth Tweddle up in the commentary box, and we've seen so many of the gymnasts that we talked about at the start of the programme, you know, the lead runners, if you like, and they've fallen away, Beth.
They have. I mean, it just shows how difficult gymnastics is these days. The difference between perfection and errors is so small, and unfortunately some of those top runners have fallen along the wayside by maybe going for that difficulty, and it's not paid off tonight.
Dan, we're going to have a look at Dan Purvis's vault now. Would you talk us through this from your perspective?
So this is one of his more solid pieces. He's been doing this vault for a long time now, and he couldn't have asked for any more there. You know, he's got round to his feet. He's only had a small 1-temp step there, and I think he'll be really happy with that.
And happy with 7th at the moment?
Yeah, I think he will be, because he's still got P-bars coming up next, which is one of his strongest apparatus. Hopefully he can get another kind of 15-3, 15-4, and which will pull him up the rankings.
And a word on this Cuban gymnast as well. La Duet, I mean, he is having the competition of his life.
Yeah, I mean, before we came here, everyone was kind of speaking about him. They weren't sure how he was going to compete, but I think he's proven a lot of doubters wrong, and he's shown to the world how good of a gymnast he is.
Beth, how impressed are you with Max at the moment, just from a psychological point of view?
Yeah, I mean, he had a tough piece there because he had to wait for so long, but he still managed to pull it out. He's got a great relationship with his coach, Scott, so he was able to just sort of go into his own little world, stay out of the way of watching other people. And I do know Max, he doesn't focus on what anyone else is doing. He only concentrates on his job. So he's doing a fantastic job. You can see each piece, he's just taking it piece by piece, and yeah, we can't ask any more of him. He's just got to keep that concentration for the last two pieces.
And Dan, we're at a very interesting stage, aren't we, with the all-around competition, with kind of the penultimate piece to come, to finish on a high. I mean, you know, we talked about Max's floor, but high bar to come now. How will he be feeling going into this high bar routine?
I think he'll probably be a little bit nervous. He'll be nervous before each piece of apparatus, but he's doing so well. I think he's more excited now. He's excited to finish off the competition. He's doing so well, and obviously with the floor coming up last, he's going to be really pushing to get a good score on a high bar to lead him into the floor.
And for all of our viewers here, what are the key points to look at in this high bar routine? The key moments for Max to get through?
I think it will be trying to hit the handstands out of each of his turns, and obviously when he does the dismount, he'll be trying to stick it, just basically not giving any tenths away.
Yeah, and we could see him just warming up here now, just nice and relaxed and feeling the bar, yeah?
Yeah, he's looking confident, he's looking comfortable. Hopefully he can keep that going and produce a really good routine and stay nice and relaxed.
And you know what it feels like, Beth, to compete on bars at this level, and the key to it is just to stay as relaxed as possible.
It is, stay relaxed, remember what your coach tells you in the training gyms. Half the time you'll find that these gymnasts, once they put their arm up to the judge, your body kind of goes into autopilot. He will have done that routine thousands of times in training, and hopefully it can pay off now.
And it does look as if, you know, we can see there 5 times world champion. It looks as if he could be absolutely on the right road to get this 6th title.
Yeah, I mean, he could be, but we saw what happened in the team final. He was right on that last piece and he just had to go through clean. So you can never speak too soon with gymnastics. That's the beauty of our sport. It literally does go down to that last routine and whether you can stay on your feet.
Well, we'll leave you to it for now, but Kohai looking as cool as he would want to at the moment, I think. So here we are then with the 5th piece of apparatus. Just a reminder, the top group are on parallel bars, the 2nd group over to high bar, the 3rd group are on floor, and the 4th group on pommel horse. So La Duet will be the first gymnast to go. This Cuban gymnast, silver medal place at the moment. He came here to make his mark, and a lot of people are watching. If he can medal here, he'll get himself a place at the Olympics.
Well, you have to go back to 1976 and Roberto Richards, the last Cuban to really make an impression on the world scene. And here we have another, and if he does that, it is well worth it too. He's an exciting young talent, 19 years of age.
Well, he put in a score over 15 in qualification, so he's more than capable.
Oh, yeah.
And then we know he's got an unbelievable floor routine. So, this to stay on track for a medal.
Nice, easy start. Half turn over the top. First release, half turn in the straight Kachev. Very smooth, favouring the Kachev group for releases, and all of them have been very accurate. Full turn, Yamawaki, very popular combination. And he's looking smooth, he's looking clean. Rebelko, they've got to complete that turn before horizontal. One arm swing, always so effective, but you can only do it once. Through the cross, the full turn. Sets up the dismount. Superb, just a tiny hop forwards, but he really has put in one competition so far. One apparatus to go.
Well, with a landing like that, Chris, and thoughts ahead to the floor, this gymnast must be very excited at the moment.
Very excited coach as well, but yeah, and Uchimura, it won't have escaped his notice that he's being chased along here.
Well, 2 years ago, Uchimura won gold on P-bars at the World Championships. He needs all of his experience here, Mitch.
Yeah, he'll call upon it. Look at that shape of the one rail, superb. Healy, the full turn forwards, again, rock solid in the handstand. Half turn in the beach. He's hitting handstand every time. Keeping the swing smooth from the release is very important. Very good in the Dalton. Half turn Sonny keeps this rhythm. Look at this. A multitude of doubles. Suarez, that time from Giant. Different name, different style. Look at how that handstand is set for the display. What a cracker! Beautiful performance. Superb.
5 down, 1 to go for Uchimura.
And there's only one way to respond when the people snapping at your heels are doing well. And that's it. A much more difficult routine than he sometimes performs. He knows he's got a fight on his hands, and it's bringing out the best in him.
That's the thing about him, Chris. He's got such difficulty, such a repertoire. He can select from it to suit the occasion.
Absolutely.
Janelle Wittenberg, the powerhouse, takes to the floor in 6th going into this rotation.
I love that first little hop into a 1.5 twist, immediate punch, double front. And then the double straight back with twist. Such difficult work. Straight front, immediate double pike. It's really breathtaking, the difficulty of this work. The place the judges will deduct is for style. The feet are not fully stretched, the handstand's just a little bit edgy. But in terms of dynamics, it's fabulous. Here we go, 2.5 twists, front full. And his feet just lock onto the floor. Very nice and speedy in the 1.5 twist and 1 3/4. Now, this has been fabulous. Big breath, it's something special. What have we got here? Oh, half in, half out in the pike position. Really a great tumbling display.
I simply cannot believe those landings, one after another, and he's not doing easy stuff.
Oh no, absolute mustard that was. Super hot routine.
Chance to see our duets dismount. Talking of good landings.
Triple twist and a double straight, superb, 15.333. Great work, really. He's producing, isn't it?
Well, I tell you what, you know, Uchimura scored a 15.4 in qualification. He's got a 15.833, so he just widens the gap, giving him just, well, he'll need that little gap, I think, when it comes to floor.
I think he will need the gap because he finishes on high bar, and we saw him edgy on high bar yesterday.
Goodness me, absolutely. What a thought to revisit that is, Chris. Kuksenkov now then takes the floor.
Good, solid start. Not immensely difficult, but you need precision. The judges are very key, even to snapping your heels together once you've made the landing. So far, tiny error on the second double pass. Nice kick out. Good simple links. Got to go around 3 times to get the D value. Holds the handstand. So he's in control of this routine, is Kuksenkov. glance, check where he is, waiting for that bell. Big pull. Oh, the triple twist. Just a tiny adjustment. But he's doing very well, Kuksenkov. He came from lower down. He's building.
14.666 for Kuksenkov. And he was in fourth going in. He's staying there as it stands at the moment. One more piece for him. And look at that, 15.266. Oh, that seems a little harsh.
I thought so. I thought it was immensely difficult, and he was in control all the way. And those landings, yeah, a little bit harshly dealt with.
Uchimura ahead of Laduette. Wittenberg in third, Kuksenkov fourth. Whitlock is still to go on high bar. A few gymnasts, yeah, he's the penultimate gymnast in that group to go. Bring that to you very shortly. So his attention will turn to high bar. No doubt he's been going through that move in the training gym over the last few days.
I'm sure he will have. But he looks very steely determined, Uchimura. Sometimes he almost looks over casual, although as though it's a bit of a game. It doesn't look like a game tonight. I think he would very much want to keep hold of this and keep hold of the record.
Then Shudi is there or thereabouts. He's in fifth at the moment. It's very, very close between third and seventh.
Well, it was China, Matt, that led the way in the development of parallel bars as we see today. They were on their own for a long while, but now the gap is closed. Nice, clean double pike. Another one, this time from support. Two doubles, and he's only 4 moves in. Lovely control in the peach. And a half turn, almost lost it. That's the third pike double. Here comes front semi. Just to mix it up. Babsar, a tip out with release. That time the regular tip out. This is nice work here. Chinese reminding us they're pretty good on this apparatus. That's double proof. Great dismount.
Wow, Deng Shudi scored over 15.5 in qualification. He's going to move up the field.
He is, and we saw this in the team final when China came to parallel bars. They leapt up the table. It's really their piece.
Pawliewski takes to the high bar in this mixed grip.
Such a stylish, good gymnast. But we've already seen an error today. Sat his vault down. Needs to be really precise here. That was lovely. The Stup Kachev. Straddle with the turn. A good swing out of it. Didn't falter at all. Nice pirouette. And needs to be on quickly. There we are, the full turn into the hop over the bar. Those difficulties linked together give you the bonuses. It's been clean so far. And this, the Steinemann swing that he does so beautifully. The only gymnast in this competition to be doing it. Up, relatively quiet dismount, full twist in the double straight. A good outing for him, though, a steady job.
Nice to see him doing clean work. He's always been capable and hasn't had the best of competitions.
Lovely straight arms on all his swinging. And this beautiful pike, and you can see the shoulders are in a completely dislocated grasp. Very difficult. Lovely style, but just one twist. When you think we've seen the young Cuban gymnast add 3 twists into that dismount.
But it's that classic Russian style, isn't it? Do everything so beautifully and so perfectly. And 14.466 may not be the most difficult, but it was impressive. Shudi 59.33. Huge score. He pops up into third.
Oh, it's getting very exciting.
Mark Durlow, he's got some good work. There's the double after the half twist. Now, if he nails these landings, it is a difficult routine. Will he do a double twist out of this? He does. 1.5 through to double. Nice double pike. Solid landing. Full twist. To wrap up that line now, this has always been a problem. Will he do the 3 turns? Today he did. He's focused and it's looking good. Held the handstand. He needs to kick this one out, which he does nicely. One more double to come. The Arabian approach, he needs to nail it. It's a good one, just a slip to the side. That is a good floor exercise. I'm delighted for it.
Really nice work, very stylish performance, controlled performance. I was very impressed.
15-2 for Bart Durlow.
Judges were impressed too.
Biggest score of the day for him. Well, if ever there was a key routine in a gymnast's career, this would be it for Max Whitlock. Good luck, son. Currently in silver medal position. Needs 15.316 to maintain that silver.
And this start needs to be perfectly performed.
Oh dear.
Oh, he went for the full stretch. You have to really go for catching on straight arms, and he just was a little bit too far away. You have to go for broke.
Dear, dear me.
Can see he knew he wanted to be able to swing out of it. You've got to catch, he got the hands over, but not the dowel, the part of the handguard that hangs onto the bar. Big test for him now. He's got to control his disappointment and go through cleanly. Starts in the forward swing, good squat dislocation. Doesn't link the two elements, but he's settled a bit. Full pirouette. There, the 1.5, cleanly on with the hand. Good. Into handstand there with the half turn. The pirouetting phase performed confidently. The hop with the full turn. Dismount, 2 very good twists, lovely landing, but that was the element that let him down on day 1 as well.
Well, Max waves to the very appreciative crowd.
Showed an awful lot of guts and determination there.
Huge.
After that fall.
Huge. And what an effort it's been all the way around, and just one moment. Dan Purvis just come on to himself.
He's had his own private battles with this apparatus and recently has conquered it. Let's see if he can go through as well as he can. Half turn in the under semi or the peach. It's a one rail, that's a toughie, and he does it well. The Healy from it. Peach, tiny adjustment needed. Good in the Diamidov. Good in the Stutz to hands up, those tiny hand adjustments. Solid and determined, this is. Now, come on, he set it up nicely. And he's landed beautifully. He's such a consistent man under pressure.
Very impressive stuff.
Oh, well done, Dan. You could see the determination in his face.
Well, Dan is in that milling, really, of the gymnasts between 4th and 7th. It's very, very close.
So stylish, such a good technician. Arms exactly where they should be.
He's a lovely lad. He's a gentleman.
12.833 for Max. He's down in 6th.
He probably didn't actually get credited with the element. They have to decide whether you get a momentary hang, and he obviously didn't.
Brega now hangs the high bar.
Swiss, another team who've had a mightily impressive championship. See, he's winding up the full twisting, double back somersault over the bar. Then the Stukhachev with a half turn. Lovely. Into the handstand and another Kachev. The 1.5 turns. Oh, he gets the link. He links the two difficult elements. So the forward grip just fulfills that requirement there. The hop full turn. He's built his difficulty, builds his dismount, 2 twists, just a little hop. Very efficient work.
15-2. Matching his swinging elements on P-bars.
Indeed. The Swiss have gone for style over difficulty, and it's paid off this championships.
Tentative weight for Dan Purvis. 15-4. He's up into 5th.
You can never write that guy off. Terrific.
Well, Dan really seems to have made the apparatus that he had a bit of a problem on a couple of years ago his strengths. The rings and the P-bars are so improved.
That's where champions come from. Make of your weakness your strength.
Well, speaking of champions, current world and European champion now takes to the parallel bars. Oleg Vanayev.
Fabulous apparatus for him. He's been in the 16s regularly this year on the Grand Prix circuit. Look at that start. Clean and crisp. Half turn. Not a tiny adjustment in the hands at all. Extended on the one rail. Healy out. First adjustment he's needed with his hands. This is lovely work, I tell you. Clean. Oh, the height in that tip out. Oh, and he's lost the shape. Such a pity. But the Bavsar brings it back under control. Look at that. Well, lovely routine. So give him that adjustment at this end. He's still going to get a good score.
One little flicker. He'll have another go because he's in the parallel bars final.
and I guess he would say, having already mucked things up, if I had to do a poor routine, better today than in the final.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, every opportunity to kind of feel the equipment, and especially with something like parallel bars, there's a lot of bounce in there, Mitch.
Oh, yes. He controlled it beautifully. And then on one of the most simple elements, the forward overgrass pirouette, he loses his body shape. You never can tell. But look at this.
Just a bit of lack of concentration, do you think, on something relatively easy?
Yeah, he thought he was home and dry.
Yeah. Well, he was quite near the end of the bars, wasn't he? I mean, he's perfected the length of that flight and the way that he can just... But then in that half turn, edging closer and closer. But anyway, wasn't to be. Well, I think we can have a... No, we'll just wait. We'll carry on with the competition. This is Kaya. And we'll speak to Beth and Dan in just a moment.
And I like this guy. I think he's going to be one of the big, exciting new stars of gymnastics. Really lots of energy on the high bar. There we are, good pirouette. He got his hand on nice and early. Again, 1.5 turns. Straight into the 2 difficult elements. Plenty of swing, no hesitation. Correcting himself as he's working. Kicks this up high, 2 twists, just a hop back. Very explosive, lots of enjoying himself.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
Well, that'll keep him in the top 10. He was 9th going into that rotation.
Lovely to see it. It's exuberance is what it is.
Well, he's just 18 years old, the minimum you can be for this competition, and he's certainly enjoying being here.
Yeah, to make the top 24, you're only allowed 2 gymnasts per country, so he's in good company, isn't he, with Uchimura and him.
Yeah, and kept Tanaka out as well.
Yeah, something to tell his grandchildren. It's exciting, and he is excited himself. That air, youthful air of joy, and I'll use the word again, exuberance.
14.466, stays in 9th. I was walking past the Hall of Fame a little bit earlier on. 16, look at that, parallel bars, goodness me.
With a wobble.
60, absolutely, 16 with a wobble. Well, he looks like he's on song to retain his parallel bars world title, which we'll watch him do over the weekend. So Uchimura leads La Duette. Deng Shudi now up into 3rd. Vernayev, he's obviously with that 16, that's taking him way up the field there. He's in 4th. Dan Purvis 6th. Max Whitlock in 8th. Further down the field, Brazilian doing incredibly well there in 12th. Arthur Mariano. Balievski reaches that top 10. Danel Leva edging up the field in 17th. So I think now we will have a chat with Beth and Dan while the gymnasts are warming up for their final piece of apparatus. So shall we reflect if we can? It's an awful moment to go back to, but Dan's high bar routine and that release, what do you think went wrong, Dan?
I think he was just a little bit too much adrenaline. His kick was just a little bit too high, so it pushed him over the bar, and he was just an inch off of catching, and unfortunately he's missed it.
Yeah, and it was going so well for him as well. I mean, and the courage and the determination to get back up and just keep going.
Yeah, he did really well to get back up and finish off his routine, because he would have been so disappointed to have had that fall. But the competition's not over yet, anything can happen, so hopefully he can have a positive frame of mind and go onto floor and put in a good routine.
And Dan put in a great parallel bars routine there, Beth.
Yeah, steady Eddie with Dan as always. He knows what he needed to do, and he will have seen Max falling because he was waiting for his turn, so it might have helped him. It might have thought, you know what, I've got to do it for Max as well. So he had a steady routine, and he's got a high bar left now.
And Uchimura with 1 piece to go as well. I mean, we've seen Max fall on high bar and Uchimura fell on high bar in the team final, but I mean, we're watching him here on parallel bars and he just looks so cool.
Yeah, he looks unstoppable in this competition, and I think seeing Max have that fall, he'll have a sigh of relief, you know, because Max was right on his tail and he knew he had to have a clean high bar, but now he knows that he can afford that little mistake, so he'll be feeling a little bit more relaxed.
And this is the classic kind of Olympic competition, the Olympic rotation, where you do finish on high bar, and it really is the blue ribbon event and the way to kind of wrap up the competition in style.
It is. I mean, he obviously had the problem there in team final, but me and Dan were just talking through that rotation. Uchimura looks so much more calm now. I think for the team, he was just so desperate to pick up that gold medal because he's never had it, whereas he's already got 5 world all-around titles in his bag. So he just seems so much more chilled out tonight, so hopefully he can finish his competition with a great high bar and seal that 6th title. But the Cuban is definitely chasing him.
Well, Beth and Dan, thank you so much. We're going to join Wittenberg now on the pommel horse. He's had a great competition, few moments on vault, but he is currently in 5th. Good luck on parallel bars. Pomelos, what am I talking about?
And he will need luck, Matt, because he's not the right shape for pommels. You can see he swings piked. Need to be extended, but he's going well. A little bit heavy in the swing. But my goodness me, he does not want to part company with it. He's piked, but he's going through. Forwards and backwards in the travel without an error. He's going to get technical deductions, but he's not going to come off until he needs to. Good dismount, well done.
Well, that is it. His competition is over. All 6 pieces of apparatus, and he certainly did not let himself down.
He didn't, and remember, he did actually have a fall on the vault. He backward rolled out of his vault, so this is pretty impressive scoring tonight.
See that shape? It's not the classic pommel shape. You need to be extended from the shoulders, a little bit piked. But he kept the swing going, he kept contact.
And
Good.
Mitch, really, they can deduct for every circle you do in that pike shape, can't they?
Absolutely.
Jim Zuna from France.
Nicely settles into the strength element. French gymnasts always very stylish. Good extension through the hips in that planche. Not quite fully down. The shoulders didn't stop in a full straight line. But the swinging is lovely. Needs to lock out in this handstand. Oh, and he just travelled through handstand. Has another go at it this time. Manages to lock it out. Into the dismount, 1.5 twist. That was a shame. He just snatched at the dismount. So he was a little unsettled through the back there. And then really didn't let himself use all of his swing.
12.866 for Zuna. Just a reminder that top group are on high bar. There we are, Pommel Hall score 14.166 for Wittenberg. It's the 3rd group. The 2nd group are over on floor and the 4th group on rings. Deng Shidi is just waiting for the judges. His teammate went a little bit earlier. He's waiting for Zhao Roteng's score. Deng Shidi, I mean, he was in 3rd. Did tip him at the top.
You know, they've been very quiet, the Chinese, in this, but they're still there, and they still have wonderful work. He's quietly in the background, building his challenge.
They've got big difficulty scores, haven't they? And they've sort of struggled to cope with the difficulty in some of the competitions, but he seems much more settled today.
So you can see there, 13.498 needed. He scored a 14.7 in qualification.
Now then, won't be incredibly difficult, but it'll be stylish. Nice half turn, keeps the swing. Good half turn again. There's the adjustment that tells you it's a Kachev. Rebelko in time. And the full turn to set up the Yamawaki. It's not spectacular, but it is precise. You watch the body shape change. Here comes the dismount. Double-double, just pike down and a hop forward. But that's good, steady high bar.
That is a solid routine. That's a bid for a medal, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
He's been solid all the way round, really. Starting to look quite experienced, able to handle himself.
24 now.
Lovely, good basic swing, adapted to the more difficult skill. That's very nice, the catch and position swing out.
Over to Flo. After Mariano just choking up. He's capable of in and around the 15 mark on Flo.
Brazil usually produce very good floor workers.
Yeah, Hippolito. It's good to train with Diego Hippolito, isn't it? Goodness me. Let's see what Arthur Mariano can do here.
Well, a very nice handspring double pike front to open with. Smooth and stylish in the rollout. Lovely control in the handstand. Just brushes the feet on the floor as he stoops up to handstand again. Nice light work. Oh, double twist front, immediate punch front half. It looked from this angle like it was very low. But he got his feet down well and followed it with another twisting series. And again, he's very aware of his landings. Hours spent practicing. Big run. Full twisting double back. Very nice work. Didn't really give much away at all.
On target for a home games in Rio.
Yeah, they've got depth, and they've really got their act together, the Brazilians. They gave us warning a couple of World Championships ago, but this is just developing strength upon strength. Lovely to see it.
There, the 1.5 into the 1.5. Have to maintain the height of the two tumbles. 2.5, front full. So difficult to differentiate all the different twists, and they practice them so often.
Deng Shudi 14.8. Will it be good enough for bronze?
I tell you what, he's over 90 points. Incredible work.
Danel Leva, the crowd pleaser on high bar. 17th. I thought he would have done so much better. Not having a great competition at all, Mitch.
Can he find the magic touch? This is his favourite apparatus. That and parallel bars. Big release coming up. Trademark, arms to the side, nicely done. He's at home here. Another big wind-up, another big release. As he found the magic touch at last. A little bit late on the Revelco. Back into the swing. Oh, he lost the shape. What a shame. The big release is fine. And then swinging out of a pirouette combination just loses that tension in the body line.
He really has been off colour all day, hasn't he? He's such an exciting gymnast, such a gritty competitor, and yet from the word go, he just hasn't been at the races.
And there you see, there's the turn, which it's quite a difficult turn, to be fair to him. But normally he'd have a body line, because his body line is one of his strengths. And he lost it there and away he came.
Well, he'll carry on, no doubt. He'll continue with the fireworks before the big finish.
Yeah, I do like his high bar. Lots of touch and flavour. That's nice, he's back into it. Revelco, a little bit off centre. Here's the wind-up. Go on, stick it. Beautifully done. That is the mentality you need at the top level, to come back after the fall and stick a landing.
Yeah, what a dismount. Mariano's score is in, 15. Great all-round competition. So Max Whitlock now for Great Britain on floor.
Now then, how much has the fall affected him? Not at all on the first tumble. 2.5 twists. Beautifully done. Now then, Max, come on. 3.5 and a half. This boy can twist. Flair. The trademark coming up. Air flare. Keeps the rhythm. This is beautiful. What mental strength to produce this so far after the problem on high bar. Twists his way through yet another immaculate pass. Now come on, Max. Nicely through the 1.5, twisting 1 3/4. Kept the shape, contact with the shoulders, smooth roll. Now then. Triple twist, nail. That is the way to come back. That's why he is world class.
What a finish for Max Whitlock. The Hydro Arena erupts for their favourite gymnast.
Well, he showed his class there. Never mind the disappointment.
14 scored for Lever. Well, Max needs an enormous score to go ahead of Deng. 16.55.
Take a mark off, he'll be close.
Dan Purvis wraps up his 6 pieces of apparatus on the high bar. British all-around champion.
Oh, confident, swings well, catches well. Lovely one-arm work. Super squat dislocation into the hop over the bar. Keep it going, Dan. Another with half turn. Smooth in the shoulder. He's become a really stylish gymnast. Up, dismount, 2 twists, and he lands. He has given everything tonight.
Whoa.
He's been absolutely fantastic.
What a show from Dan Purvis.
Mr. Consistency.
What an incredible performance from both of the British lads.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed with Dan. I'm so impressed with both of them.
15-7 for Max's floor. Kazuma Kaya, 8th highest qualifier, 9th going into this piece of apparatus. He finishes on floor.
Double pike, the Arabian approach. Nice step. Very precise on the movements. From the school of Uchimura, he's learnt the landing technique. Now, has he taken anything from Kenzo Shirai? Can he twist as well he can somersault? Not difficult, but very safe and precise. 1.5 twist into straight front. Half twist into full twist. This is nice work. Just the double twist to set up the final tumble. This surely is a gymnast to watch in the future. Triple twist, and he's pretty impressive right now.
A final tumble just seemed to hang in the air as he just wrapped it in and continued to twist.
Excellent.
See the rest of the team there watching on, but yeah, he's an exciting kid.
What I like about it, total focus at the start.
Dan Purvis is in third at the moment. Still a fair few gymnasts to go. Deng Shudi leads ahead of Max. Daniel in third, Donell Wittenberg fourth. Vanayev still to go. Uchimura still to go. Harjuet still to go.
Vanayev, though, never write him off, Christine. High bar is one of his best pieces.
Yeah, he really is a fabulous gymnast. But you can see he pressurises himself such a lot. That was a lovely start. And here we go. Big releases. The stoop Kachev, straight Kachev to mixed grip. So with a half turn. Half turn, lovely. Into the straddle Kachev with half turn. He's got such rhythm. Nothing looks a struggle. And that is a mark of his gymnastics, really. Made a little bit of an error there in that he didn't link the two moves, but he never loses form. He makes it all look easy. Very naturally stylish. A little bit late, perhaps, on a couple of the turns, but big change of shape. Fast double twist in the double straight. He's certainly fought back every inch of the way.
He's had a go.
Well, I really am surprised at how he's come back from a weak start. He's going to challenge for a top place here. But was it too late? Was the comeback too late? That's the question.
14.666. Seventh, Pakaya.
He thought he was worth a bit more, I think.
Yeah, he loves it though. He loves the competition.
Well, Manrique Larduet needs 14.067 to go ahead of Deng Shudi.
Pretty safe bet he'll do that. Look at that start. Beautiful double front. Big tumbling. Half turn in the second of the pipe from the Arabian. Big stuff, this. Just, I love the way that looks. Both somersaults high, and the second one crept even higher. 2.5, full. Full of bounce, full of verve. Finds his way to the corner. Maximise the run-up. Oh, beautiful style. Talk about excitement. What a future this young man has got. It's big, it has to be. Double tuck, and he almost lost it. Kept it in the area.
He did well to contain all of that power. What an all-around debut this has been for him at the World Championships. And he says, there you are, Kohei, beat that if you can.
Well, we have definitely seen the emergence of a big new star in gymnastics. Wherever he finishes today, he's made his mark on this championships and the sport.
Well, Vanayev, 14.566 puts him up in the medals at the moment.
I think the old saying, watch this space for the Cuban man.
Oleg Vanayev, not enough to go ahead of Deng Shudi. So from the most inexperienced gymnast at the Worlds to the most experienced, going for a 6th consecutive all-around title, never been done before. This is Uchimura to make history.
Great technician. Look at that. Kick out in the Kovac piked and straight. 2 shapes and 2 somersaults. Lovely precision in the half turn. Oh, I love it. absolutely love it. The Gaylord too, but he had to struggle on bent arms to rescue it. Original risky work. Into the Yamawaki. He's working for this one. Hops through the cost. Come on, it's all over, but do it with class. Yes! And he does it with superb class. Beautiful, beautiful landing. Wonderful stuff.
What a moment for that man. He is on top of the world.
Again.
The respect that is going around this arena to witness this live.
That's what it is. Pure respect, Chris.
Something very special. We won't see the like of him in many a year. I've never seen a gymnast better, and I've been in gymnastics a long, long time.
Wonderful. 6 times world champion. We're being a bit previous because there are other performances to go, but they need to score about 21 to get near him.
But you know, today he was pushed. He had to work. I've seen him have to work better today than he has in previous occasions.
14.666. Huge score for Lajoie. He's got himself a medal.
Not since Richards in the 70s. Cuba impressed us then, and they're impressing us now.
He's off to the Olympics as well.
Fantastic,
sure.
And so he should be.
Can't wait to see him. Cool and calm until the scoreboard reveals.
Has he got 92? That's the big score to aim for here with him. But look at that dismount. Fabulous. Is he over 92? I wonder. Icing on the cake.
He's been magnificent all the way round tonight.
Fantastic.
Faultless.
Labour congratulates him. The whole world will be congratulating him soon.
The run-up and the preparation may not have been what he wanted, but, you know, has he done it on the night?
He sure has.
92.332! 15.1 for high bar. He's number 1, and let's count them. There's the titles, all 6 of them, and they're all yours.
Fantastic stuff. What a performer. He is absolutely unique, and you can never use that word lightly. He is unique.
What a privilege to be here.
There he is, 6 times world champion. And what a way to finish. The most beautiful dismount going. And we're going to continue our discussion on our programme called The Dismount. And if you would like to join us, then you can. Press the red button, or you can follow us with the BBC Sport app. Tomorrow we're going to have the men's floor final with Dan Purvis and Max Whitlock, the women's vault with Ellie Downey, uneven bars with Ruby Harold, and the pommel horse finals with Lewis Smith and Max Whitlock. Well, I do hope that you can join us for an afternoon with the apparatus specialists. These finals just seem to be getting more and more impressive. From all of us here in Glasgow, goodbye.
The nights are sharp.